I apologize in advance for how my throat sounds. I'm very tired and my throat hurts. I was going to record 4 episodes tonight so I could have a stockpile in case I forgot to record the next episode I needed this weekend, but I physically cannot. I don't think my body will allow it. Anyways, what's going on, everybody? My name is Nedia16. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Spongebob SquarePants Bad for Bikini Bottom. In the last episode, we eventually got through the sandcastle. The winner of the sandcastle competition at Goo Lagoon. Through all the trials and tribulations, we finally made it. And we came through Goo Lagoon Cave and had some good times reminiscing on some good childhood memories. And in this episode, we are heading to the Goo Lagoon Pier, one of my favorite areas in the game, I'd say. Let's not waste any more time. Teller box right off the bat. Someone we can beat up, and some tikis to destroy.
Sorry, but the carnival is closed. A pesky robot has taken over me ticket booth. And worse, me money. If you help me get rid of that no-good robot, I'll give you a big reward.
What I like about this game in particular is the fact that the robots act like cartoon villains because they're in a game based on a cartoon. Wow. The robots act like cartoon villains, and they do a lot of very cartoony things. You know, they're not going around actively killing people and doing really bad things. They're, you know, being pretty harmless. You know, they're taking over the ticket booth at the pier, they're stealing everyone's sunscreens, spending everyone's spoons, TPing houses and trees. They're doing a lot of really fun, harmless things, and I think it has the charm and the appeal of this game, because this is a kid's game, you know, and so I think just because it's a kid's game, that doesn't mean it necessarily has to be, you know, not entertaining or not good entertainment, I guess I should say. Well, I got the ticket with back, Mr. Krabs. You gonna give me my reward?
Not exactly what I had in mind. I hope my insurance covers all this. Why don't you try something less expensive? I mean, dangerous. I need them crazy robots cleared out of the bumper boats. When you've destroyed them all, come back and see me.
We have our new objective. We must go clear the robots out of the bumper boats, which are over there. Cool. Alright. Don't waste any time. I guess this is less dangerous somehow, even though we're going a farther distance, which is probably going to end up being more dangerous in the long run. We have this Ferris wheel that's somehow actively running, even though we sunk it down to the ground, so that's kind of weird. Our couple shiny objects to get down here, though. This is a very dangerous Ferris wheel, now that I think about it, because there's no seats or seat belts. You're literally just standing on something that's moving. Oh well. Honestly, I would take that in amusement park rides. I'm a big fan of amusement parks, which is why I love this area so much. We have Whack-A-Tiki, basically just mash the B button, get as many as you can, doesn't cost anything to play. Nothing of the sort. The 16 seconds, how many can we get? Can we get them all? Well, I definitely don't have them all. I honestly don't even know if it's possible to get them all. But if you play Whack-A-Tiki, you get a sock. That's a nice little dialogue for Patrick right there, they probably haven't heard. I didn't know if I was going to have a chance to show this, but the tikis are down there. You can see them. I don't have any complaints about that because it's actually a pretty smart design technique instead of making them appear out of nowhere, just have them race up through the ground. It's pretty common and good design technique, all things considered. Yeah, I'm a big fan of this area. more good childhood memories, I guess. The same beach we always go to, Daytona, actually has a boardwalk. This is a boardwalk or a pier. I don't know what the difference is. I guess this is technically a pier because it is a jut out off of the ocean. It's a jut out off of the ocean. So it's not endless technically. But I guess a boardwalk is an outside, or a boardwalk is like the wood on the beach, right? Like on the shores where you can walk across it and you don't actually have to go out over the water, right? That's technically a boardwalk, and this is a pier because it extends out over the water, I guess? I don't know. Also, I guess these teacups hurt you, which if you've ever ridden a teacup ride in like Disney World, for instance, yeah, those things are dangerous. Because one time, what's funny about the teacup ride at Disney, Mad Tea Party, is that it doesn't actually have brakes on it. So you can spin that thing as fast as you can make it go, and it also doesn't have seatbelts. So one time I was sitting at the end of the seat where the door was, and the brake stopped and I fell. It was embarrassing. So yeah, we need the bubble bowl power to play skee ball. We don't have that ability yet, so we just have to wait that out. Yeah, the beach that I always go to has a pier. I've never actually been to that pier, but it's one that I always see every time I drive, because to drive to get to the hotel we usually stay there. I've always wanted to go, because there's always like a roller coaster and stuff on it. It's always been something I've been a big fan of. I don't know. I like amusement parks, because in the same area of Ohio where I'm from, it's a really far drive to any decent amusement park. So I've always been a big fan of amusement parks, just because they've always been the kind of thing that were really remote to me. And I think my love of amusement parks really got started as a young age, because we would go to places like, we'd go to the beach and I'd see the pier, and we'd go to Disney World a lot. So I don't know. I'm just a really big fan of this Google Lagoon in general. It's also why Pinna Park is my favorite level in Super Mario Sunshine, because it combines two things that I'm really, really fond of: the beach and amusement parks. I'm a big fan of amusement parks levels in general. I'm gonna shiny object, don't pay the clam here. That is 4,400 shiny objects to pay the clam in total in Google Lagoon. It's a little bit ridiculous if you ask me. We need to switch to Spongebob, actually, because that's a swinger. Or not a swinger, that's a bungee hook. So we need a thingamadoodle. We'll have to go all the way back, won't we? I guess while we're walking back here, I guess I can talk about, you might be thinking, well, this is obviously an amusement park themed area, right? You know, you got all the games, all the carnival stuff. If not amusement park, it's definitely like carnivals, even a roller coaster and the games, like I already said, and the rides. So you might be asking, oh, well, if they had all this stuff, why didn't they do Glove World? Because Glove World is the canonical, the Glove World is the canonical amusement park in SpongeBob. There's already an amusement park in SpongeBob that existed that could have used. Well, I guess in the new seasons it's Glove Universe, because Glove World closed in that one episode to open Glove Universe, but that's besides the point. And the answer to that is, truth be told, we don't really know why they didn't go for Glove World. It's arguable that the assets in this level were originally going to go to Glove World. There was originally going to be a Glove World stage in this game, and the assets were going to go to this level. Or the assets you see in this level were going to go there. I don't have a lot of proof to show. If I find it, I'll post it on screen. But yeah, so there was, at one point, ideas that this game wasn't going to have a Glove World stage, but due to reasons unknown, whether it be time constraints, budget, things like that, we're not exactly sure why there isn't a Glove World stage. It would have been pretty cool if there was, though. We don't need to play as Patrick for the most part for a while. So you can switch to SpongeBob. Over here on top of the cotton candy, or actually it's food and drinks. On top of the food and drink stand right here, there's a sock. And let's take a ride in the little roller coaster. I'm a big fan of roller coasters. I wasn't for a long time, until I was like maybe 13 or 14, when I started really liking roller coasters. Not quite the opposite, though. Some people don't like roller coasters at all. I don't have a problem with people who don't like roller coasters. Everyone has their own tastes. Coming out of this, critical shiny objects. That should be everything we need. It's a pretty short area, a lot of fun though, a lot of different things to get though, so just make sure you go through, check everything out. It's very linear, so you're not going to miss anything. Just make sure you get everything and you'll be just fine. Hit that. It's pretty ineffective, I guess, if you have to pick up a watermelon and throw it at a button in order to make the stairs appear for one of your rides. Man, I want to ride bumper cars. I love bumper cars, personally. I don't know about you guys, but I do. Alright, so the bumper boats are destroyed, so we could go ahead and do that, but there's actually something else we can do. I want to jump down here underneath the pier, and there is a Freezy Fruit. That was weird. Freezy Fruit is one of the most underutilized mechanics in this game, and it's really a shame, because the Freezy Fruit is a really, really cool mechanic in my opinion, so it sucks that it doesn't get used. Also, watch this, ready? What do you mean? Oh, that's just lame. I did a double check for socks around the underside of the pier. I don't think there are any, but there is definitely a golden spatula. Make sure you grab that. Alright, we are back here. That's the way out. We don't want to take that quite yet. We actually want to take the teleport box back over here to Mr. Krabs, because we did what Mr. Krabs asked.
Here is your
And we will receive our reward. We are 27 golden spatulas. It was only 100 in this game, so we're almost a third of the way there already, guys. Making a lot of progress. Having a lot of fun while we're doing it, too. I'm so glad to be playing this game. This actually wasn't going to be my second Let's Play. My second Let's Play was going to be Super Mario Galaxy 2. But I ended up getting locked up with being unable to record Wii U for the time being. So, here we are. I don't have a way to record Wii U games efficiently yet. Once I figure that out, then Super Mario Galaxy 2 will be on the top of the list. But for right this minute, we're here playing another great 3D platformer. One last button to hit. The robot has been destroyed. If you were to use that glitch from earlier, to where that I mentioned in the first episode of Blue Lagoon, where you just disable Han's hand and you glitch over here, you actually have to physically attack the robot. The robot actually is a solid object you can interact with if you were able to somehow make it over there. But like I said, you can't do that without glitching, so. If you want to go back to the pier, you can switch back to Patrick and take that. Other than that, though,
congratulations, Spongebob! You're king of the beach. Here, have a golden spatula.
the king of New York, please. I'm the king of the beach. And that is everything Goo Lagoon has to offer, except for one sock, which we'll get later. Don't worry about that. Everything you can possibly get in Goo Lagoon right now has been accomplished. I don't see anything else left to do. Once again, we will not be turning in our socks until the very end. We don't have enough shiny objects to quite yet get another spatula from Mr. Krabs. Up here, however, we have enough golden spatulas to open this gate, to enter the Poseidon. The way I have this next episode planned out, it's gonna be a long one, guys. Brace yourselves. But until then, next time on Let's Play SpongeBob SquarePants Battle from Bikini Bottom, we will be taking on the Poseidon and seeing what's in store for us there. If you like this part, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more content. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.